from errands I came to see my Glasgow brethren, all of honour and of fame, and to tell them of my forefathers who fought in days of yore, along the 12th day of July in the Sash-May-Father War. Sure, it's all but it is beautiful, it's the best you've ever seen. Been worn for more than 90 years in that little line of green. From my orange and purple forefather, it descended with galore. It's a terror to them Pippi's boys, the Sash-May-Father War. So here I am in Glasgow town, you boys and girls to see, and I hope in good old Orange style that you all will welcome me. A true blue blade that's just arrived from that dear old Ulster shore, along the 12th day of July in the Sash-May-Father War. Sure, it's all but it is beautiful, and the colours they are fine. It was worn at Derry, Ireland, in a student and a boy. Sure, my father wore it when a youth, and in bygone days of yore, and it's on the 12th I love to wear the Sash-May-Father War. And when I'm going to leave you all, let's good luck to you I'll say, as I cross the raging sea. Me boys, sure me orange flutes I'll play, and returning to my native town, to old Belfast once more, to be welcomed by those Orangemen in the Sash-May-Father War. Sure, it's all but it is beautiful, and the colours they are fine. It was worn at Derry, Ireland, in a student and a boy. Sure, my father wore it when a youth, and in bygone days of yore, and it's on the 12th I love to wear the Sash-May-Father War. The time has scarce gone round, boys, 200 years ago, when rebels on O'Derry's wars, their faces dare not show, when James and all his rebel band came out to Bishopsgate, with heart and hand and sword and shield, we caused him to retreat. They fight and don't surrender, but come when duty calls. With heart and hand and sword and shield, we guard O'Derry's walls. For blood did flow like crimson streams for many a winter's night. They knew the Lord was on their side to help them in the fight. Then nobly stood upon the walls, determined for to die, to fight night King Stephen did them send. The boom that crossed the foil was broke, and James was deep dismay. The banner, boys, that floated was rung aloft with joy. God bless the hand that broke the boom and saved the apprentice boy.
Some folks sing of mountains and valleys where the wildflowers abundantly grow, and some of the wave-crested billows that dash 'neath the waters below. But I'm going to sing of a river, and I hope in the chorus you'll join, of the deeds that were done by King William on the green grassy slopes of the Boyne.
On the green grassy slopes of the Boyne, where the Orangemen with William did join, and it fought for our glorious deliverance. Where? On the green grassy slopes of the Boyne.
On the banks of that beautiful river, there the bones of our forefathers lie, awaiting the sound of the trumpet to call them to glory on high. In our hearts we will cherish their memories, and we all like true brethren will join, and praise God for sending us King William to the green grassy slopes of the Boyne. Orangemen will be loyal and steady, for no matter what may betide, we will stand, mind our war cry, no surrender, so long as we've God on our side. And if ever our service is needed, then we all like true brethren will join, and fight like with valiant King William on the green grassy slopes of the Boyne.
On the green grassy slopes of the Boyne, where the Orangemen with William did join, and they fought for our glorious deliverance. Where? On the green grassy slopes of the Boyne. It being the 12th day of July in the year of 49, 500 of our Orangemen together did combine, in memory of King William on that bright and glorious day, to march around Lord Roden's Park and over Dolly's Brae, to march around Lord Roden's Park and over Dolly's Brae. And when we got to Weirsbridge, sure it was a glorious sight, to see so many Orangemen all ready for to fight, to march around the owl remains, our music sweet to play, and the tune we played was the Protestant boys right on to Dolly's Brae, and the tune we played was the Protestant boys right on to Dolly's Brae. Just then two priests came up to us and to Mr. Spears did say, Come turn your men the other road and never cross Tully's Brae. Begone, begone, you papish dogs, you've hardly time to pray before we throw your carcasses right over Dolly's Brae. Before we throw your carcasses right over Dolly's Brae. And when we came to that great hill, they were ranked on every side, and offering up their papish prayers for help to stem the tide. But we loosed our guns upon them and quickly won the day, and we knocked 500 papishes right over Dolly's Brae. And we knocked 500 papishes right over Dolly's Brae. So now my song at last I'll end, my pen I will throw down, and wish success to every man supports the British crown. And generations yet unborn will mind this place of yore, for we named the spot King William's Bridge and Dolly's Brae no more. For we named the spot King William's Bridge and Dolly's Brae no more.
And did you go to see the show? Each rose and piccadilly-o, to feast your eyes and view the prize won by the orange lily-o. For hi-ho, the lily-o, the royal orange lily-o, their freedom's flower may each kind part protect their royal lily-o. The viceroy there so debonair, just like a daffodilly-o, with Lady Clark blithe as the lark, approached the orange lily-o. For hi-ho, the lily-o, the royal orange lily-o, their freedom's flower may each kind part protect the orange lily-o. Then starting back he cried, good luck, Monsieur, look quite silly-o. Oh, deed of woe must I bestow the prize upon the lily-o. For hi-ho, the lily-o, the royal orange lily-o, their freedom's flower may each kind part protect the orange lily-o. Then come brave boys and share the joys and toast the health of Willie-o, who bravely wore on Boyne's red shore the royal orange lily-o. For hi-ho, the lily-o, the royal orange lily-o, their freedom's flower may each kind part protect the orange lily-o. The Protestant boys are loyal and true, stout-hearted in battle and stout-hearted too. The Protestant boys are true as of yore, and faithful and peaceful and dangerous so. And though they bear and proudly wear the colours that floated o'er many a fray, where cannons are flashing and sabres are flashing, the Protestant boys can carry the day. Protestant boys are loyal and true, though fashions are changed and loyal are few. The Protestant boys are true to the last, though cards may lie them in dangerous paths. For still we stand a loyal band, and rack at the liars wherever they stay. For let them just rattle the same as the battle, the Protestant boys can carry the day. I belong to an old regiment whose deeds are often told. For on the field of battle they are always brave and bold. Their loyal hearts to boot, and true as any steel. And the place they show their bravery is on the battlefield. I can talk about your kings, Scots, Greys and all. Sing about your kilties and the gallant 40-12, and of every other regiment in the King's command. But the Southdown militia is the terror of the land. Oh boys, but it was grand when in action first did join, along with our King William at the Battle of the Boyne. Says King James, I'll take the first train home, 'tis more than I can stand. For the Southdown militia is the terror of the land. I can talk about your King's Guards, Scots, Greys and all. Sing about your kilties and the gallant 40-12, and of every other regiment in the King's command. But the Southdown militia is the terror of the land. Gregor Haid, the regiment had landed in Cape Town. DeWitt, says he, we're lost, says he, they're set out the Southdowns. Says DeWitt, if that's a fact, me son, we'd better quit the ram. For them Southdown militia is the terror of the land. I can talk about your King's Guards, Scots, Greys and all. Sing about your kilties and the gallant 40-12, and of every other regiment in the King's command. But the Southdown militia is the terror of the land. When the Jubilee, the Irish Rifles marched by, Her Majesty admires them with the keen and martial eye. Ach, Major Wallace, says the Queen, them boys of yours looks grand. Ach, hold your tongue, says Wolseley, them's the terror of the land. I can talk about your King's Guards, Scots, Greys and all. Sing about your kilties and the gallant 40-12, and of every other regiment in the King's command. But the Southdown militia is the terror of the land.
When brethren are met in their order so grand, what a beautiful sight for to view. I was ordered to stand by a brother's command, to receive the bright orange and blue.
To receive the bright orange and blue. To receive the bright orange and blue. I was ordered to stand by a brother's command, to receive the bright orange and blue.
In darkness I entered, the Lord he knows where, first bound up in chains it is true. And my shoes my feet I cast in away there, to receive the bright orange and blue.
To receive the bright orange and blue. To receive the bright orange and blue. I was ordered to stand at my brother's command, to receive the bright orange and blue.
A rumbling noise just like thunder I heard, presented itself to my view. You would stand with amazement to see them proclaim, to receive the bright orange and blue.
To receive the bright orange and blue. To receive the bright orange and blue. I was ordered to stand by a brother's command, to receive the bright orange and blue.
A glittering light unto me was revealed, I became a fresh soul quite anew. And I'll stand by my cause, my religion and laws, and I'll die for the orange and blue.
To receive the bright orange and blue. To receive the bright orange and blue. I was ordered to stand by a brother's command, to receive the bright orange and blue.
Let us join hand and fight William Kent in Norway in defence of a cause just and true. Like the Boyne be our guides where our forefathers died in defence of the orange and blue.
To receive the bright orange and blue, to receive the bright orange and blue, I was ordered to stand by a brother's command to receive the bright orange and blue.
In the county Tyrone, near the town of Dungannon, where many's a ruction myself had a hand in, Bob Williamson lived there, a weaver by trade, and all of us thought him a stout orange blade. On the 12th of July, as it yearly did come, Bob played on the flute to the sound of the drum. You may talk of piano or fiddle or lute, but there's nothing can sound like the old orange flute. But this cunning old cowboy, sure he took us all in, and married a papish called Bridget McGinn. Turned papish himself and forsook the old cause that give us our freedom, religion and laws. And the boys in the townland made some noise upon it, and Bob had to fly to the province of Connacht. He flew with his wife and his fixings to boot, and along with the rest went the old orange flute. At the chapel on Sundays by the priest's own desire, Bob took the old flute for to play in the choir. He took the old flute for to play in the mass, but the instrument shivered and sighed, oh alas. Bob jumped, humped and started and got in a splutter, and dipped the old flute in the blessed holy water. But blow as he would not make a sound, but the Protestant boys and old croffies lie down. At a council of priests that was held the next day, they prepared to administer auto da fe. Sure they couldn't knock heresy out of its head, so they bought Bob another to play in its stead. So the old flute was doomed and its fate was pathetic, was branded and burned at the stake as heretic. While flames roared around it, they heard a strange noise. Was the old flute still playing the Protestant